The Void Century has remained a mystery in One Piece for well over 1,000 chapters. Now, after the latest events in the manga, we know more than we ever have before, and it's all thanks to Dr. Vegapunk. As the largest mystery in all of One Piece, second to only the One Piece itself, finally learning its secrets will change the way you see the world government, and how the world government sees you. But how is an entire century erased from history in the first place, and why is it so dangerous to learn the truth? So dangerous to where simply knowing the truth makes you the target of the government. What could possibly be so important to keep a secret? The island of Ohara had to be erased and make Nico Robin one of the most wanted pirates for being the sole survivor. These questions will be answered as we get further into the video, along with things you didn't know you wanted to know about this mystery. So get ready, and do be warned that after watching this video, you will be targeted by the world government for knowing too much. So be sure to drop a like, that way the government won't know you watched this video learning the truth. And let's first answer what even is the Void Century. The Void Century is exactly what it sounds like, 100 years that had been wiped from history. All known documents and information about what happened during that time have been destroyed. The only remaining information from that period of time are the poneglyphs with secret messages written that only two known people in the entire world can read: Nico Robin and Kozuki Oden's father, Sukiyaki. Because they are indestructible, the government was never able to destroy them, making the poneglyphs the only remaining artifacts from the Void Century. And since the messages written on them are in an ancient language, the government made it their mission to destroy anyone who learned how to read it, leading to the destruction of Ohara and why Robin was given one of the highest bounties in all of One Piece. But Ohara isn't the only island that's been destroyed, and Buster Calls aren't the only method used to erase history. Meet Imu, the inhabitant of the supposed empty throne, making him the secret king of the world. Imu's powers have only recently been shown in the manga, and I gotta be honest, they are terrifying. The ability to destroy an entire island in seconds, Imu might be the most dangerous enemy the Straw Hats end up facing. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Now that we know what the Void Century is and all that remains, it's time to talk about what reason the government has for going such lengths to keep this period of time secret. Thanks to Dr. Vegapunk, it was revealed that the Void Century was a period of a war between an ancient advanced civilization and 20 nations. The 20 nations would win that war and later form the world government as we know it today. It hasn't been stated what the war was fought over, but we do know that after winning, the government did not want the ideals of this ancient kingdom to be passed down, so they wiped away every remaining trace of that civilization from history. This ancient kingdom was incredibly advanced for their time, even more advanced than the world of One Piece today. One of the remaining artifacts from their war is the Iron Giant that Dr. Vegapunk has been keeping secret on Egghead Island for him to study, but the power source for such a large robot is too advanced for even the smartest man in the world to replicate. But that's just the basics of the Void Century. There are still 30 total poneglyphs, with 15 appearing in the story so far. So let's talk about the poneglyphs. There are 3 different types of poneglyphs in One Piece: historical, instructional, and the road poneglyphs. The road poneglyphs are not directly related to the Void Century. They contain the information needed to reach Laugh Tale, the final island holding Goldie Roger's treasure, the One Piece. The instructional poneglyphs don't have information regarding the Void Century either. The ones we want to know about are the historical ones. So far we know the information left behind on 4 of the historical poneglyphs, the first of which revealed the existence of an ancient civilization that was destroyed by the government, known as the Great Kingdom. The next 2 poneglyphs give detail on the ancient weapons Poseidon, Pluton, and Uranus, 3 ancient weapons that are capable of mass destruction. Poseidon takes the form of a living being, Shirahoshi, who has the ability to control the Sea Kings. Pluton, known as the world's worst battleship, was constructed in Water 7 and is now located beneath Mount Fuji in Wano, leaving only Uranus, the 3rd ancient weapon. It's still unknown what this weapon is since the poneglyph describing it has not been found. The final poneglyph read by Robin contains an apology from Joy Boy to Fishman Kingdom in reference to Noah, the Ship of Promise, the ancient ship built during the Void Century that was once attempted to move Fishman up to the human world. Coincidentally, we also learned from Dr. Vegapunk and Robin's interaction that the Iron Giant was harnessed the same exact year discrimination against Fishman started to scale the Red Line and attack Mary Joie, occurring 600 years after the Void Century. While it remains unclear what link exists between the Void Century and Fishman, we do know that there could be other connections aside from Poseidon and Noah. The Void Century is becoming ever so slightly more clear, but there's still more that we learned from Dr. Vegapunk that I have not yet touched on. Thanks to Dr. Vegapunk, we know why the Great Kingdom was destroyed and why the government was established only after the Void Century. But we also discovered how much more advanced they were for their time. They were so technologically advanced that relics from their time could be mistaken for powers from the future. Dr. Vegapunk revealed that in the past there existed a power great enough to change the common sense of the world. Power so immense that we are only left to speculate. Could it be related to the 3 ancient weapons? Is this power what scares the government so much, or is it something entirely else? Your guess is as good as mine. But that's everything we've learned about the Void Century so far. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and check out my last video how Buggy went from a coward to one of the 4 emperors if you haven't already. Until next time, I will catch you in my next video.